These Hogs have been getting better game by game. Sims to the end zone. Touchdown tie. Allen on 3rd and 10. Across the field and picked off.
And it's not good enough to be close. So how and when do you get over the hump?
The part that kills me is for my players, my players, their families, because they are winners. I can't give them a W. I appreciate everybody for sticking with us because it's going to be awesome. What we're building is very special. Thank you.
This team that has been so close so many times in so many big spots. One timeout remains. They're going to play it out. He's going to the end zone. And it is intercepted. 16 straight SEC losses for a team that's talented and plays tough.
Bret Bielema and his new beard get it done today.
Williams easily in, right into the end zone. And doesn't it feel good to come in a rivalry game?
The boat is never home.
And Arkansas is finally an SEC winner.
The Hogs against the Ole Miss Rebels. Allen goes deep, got a man. Touchdown, Arkansas. Oh, they got him open, and it's intercepted again. He's got a combo. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Arkansas back-to-back shutouts. Bret Bielema kept his football team together. They've improved all year.
These kids have been through a lot. I think when you go through something like that and you persevere, it just shows that anything can happen.
They're going bowling.
The Advocare B100 Texas Bowl. The Arkansas Razorbacks and the Texas Longhorns. Allen going for a touchdown, and it's pulled in. Stepping up is Allen, and wide open for the touchdown. And they fumble the ball on the goal line. It's loose in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
To shut out LSU, to shut out Ole Miss, and play like this is impressive. And it's something to build on if you're Arkansas. This is a season to be proud of.
The Razorbacks beat Texas 31-7. Arkansas finishes 7-6. They will be a force to be reckoned with in the SEC in 2015.
You're looking at the Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where Bret Bielema's squad is looking to build off of momentum from last season. They won 3 of their last 4, including shutouts of LSU and Ole Miss. And Bret Bielema joining us here on the practice field. Of course, Marcus Spears does not love me for mentioning that LSU win, but it was big.
It's tough. It's tough, Laura. It's tough.
I'm sorry.
But I like Coach B, man. I like the way these guys competed at the end of the year also.
Feeling is mutual, Marcus.
Yeah.
I'm glad we all like each other here. Let's talk a little bit about some of the changes you made on the coaching staff. You bring in Dan Enos. How has he already impacted things with your quarterback, Brandon Allen?
Well, everybody kind of always thinks transition is bad, but to me, transition is great. It's an opportunity to get better. So as a coach, I took it as a personal challenge to try and come in and get better at every position we had. And Dan, as offensive coordinator, has a lot of similarities in our ideas on how we can run an offense. When we look at their film at Central Michigan and what he's been associated with, it's virtually a mirror image of what we've done here. So there was a lot of carryover first and foremost, but in particular with the quarterbacks, he's had a lot of success in his career of taking over a quarterback in his last year and making him have one of the greatest years of his life. And I can already begin to see that out here on the practice field, and hopefully it will continue in the fall.
Coach, Brandon had a great efficiency rate, 20 touchdowns to 5 picks. We talked about it last year about him maybe winning some games instead of management of games. And you love a guy that doesn't turn the football over. But are you looking for him to kind of progress in that area as far those fourth quarter drives, being able to take you down and win games?
Marcus, without a doubt, I think there's 2 areas that we really try to ask him to improve on, and that's in the critical moments to play big. He's a 5th-year starting quarterback. He has as much playing time as anybody in this league. Hopefully at the end of the year, we're looking at the first-team All-SEC quarterback. He has the ability to do it. He's got good players around him, and it's not going to be an easy task, but something I know he can handle. So the third down, the touchdowns, whatever it is, but the fourth quarter, is a team effort, and we've already tried to emphasize that in our practices this spring. Whatever the last quarter of our practice is, we turn the music up, put on some different tunes, and try to emphasize, hey, this is where we need to be at our best, and we need to help Brandon Allen achieve his success, because when he's good, we'll all be good.
2,000-yard rushers in Jonathan Williams and Alex Collins. What do you need to see from them to make that 1-2 punch even better than it was last season?
Continue what they've done in the past, but you know, I think as men, as we move through life, those guys are very good players. What they have to do is they have to improve their biggest weaknesses. You know, I always tell our players, everybody knows Superman's weakest thing is kryptonite. You know, when he hears there's kryptonite, he's not around to look, see, or smell. He's out of there. And as men, we can't run from our weaknesses. We got to attack them on the football field as well as off the field. So, you know, Jay Will, I think, really wants to become more efficient in critical areas. He did a nice job in the open field making some big plays, but, you know, whether it be a 3rd down conversion or a 4th down conversion, he wants to be that guy. Alex had some ball security issues. I know we're trying to clean that up, and he's really trying to take his game to another level on 3rd down in particular, because he has really good hands. And if we're trying to make B.A. a better player, if you have a couple 1,000-yard rushers that can also catch, you know, hopefully it'll open up a whole other element.
Coach, you have 9 returning starters on offense. Have you seen that play into the spring drills right now?
We have. You know, there's nothing like being able to have experience. And offensively, to have a change in coordinator, I think a lot of people on the outside world worried, but we really didn't do much. We changed some Hauganese. Hauganese is a language and a verbiage we only speak here, and Dan did a really nice job of bringing in and kind of buying into that and adjusting very few things. We have a different way of calling how we align, but how we align isn't any different. It actually made it easier for our players. So to have 9 returning players and a lot of other really good players, guys like a Jeremy Sprinkle, maybe a Jared Cornelius, Drew Morgan, some other guys that have come into the lineup now, you know, it's been really fun to watch them transcend.
One of the things that you pride yourself on is having those really solid O-lines with great size. You return 4 offensive linemen, 4 starters. How much can that help you, especially since they've really had that chance to mesh with each other?
You know, it all starts up front. Offensively, defensively, we believe in line play. I always make reference to our players that it's kind of like building a house. You know, you start with that foundation. If you go build that 2nd floor beautiful bedroom, it's not going to last too long, you know, and our guys know that that's what we believe in. You mentioned the 4 we got back. Obviously, Denver Kirkland, we moved to left tackle. Sebastian Tritola, who in my opinion might be one of the better guards I've ever been around. Mitch Smothers will be at center, and then we moved Dan Skipper from left tackle to right tackle. He's very ambidextrous, and he's been pretty good there. But Frank Ragnow, who played almost half the snaps at center a year ago, played tight end for us in the bowl game against Texas. He was wrecking people. Now we've moved him into right guard. He feels very at home. Got Brian Wallace and a couple other guys, you know, knocking on the door to try to push for a starting lineup. So it's a very good situation.
Coach, a little bit of X's and O's. You like to come out in these heavy packages. Where does that philosophy come from? Where did that start for you?
Well, it probably goes back to, you know, old-time football. Grew up watching the Dallas Cowboys, Chicago Bears, and watch them establish a dominance when they were really at their best of running the football, doing it with big people. Saw the William Refrigerator Perry line up in the backfield and score some plays in the Super Bowl Shuffle video. So I was experiencing big people, and then, you know, during my coaching career, what I found is, you know, big guys. I'm not speaking on you, Marcus, but bigger people growing up. Maybe they sat on the edge of the room or in the back of the room, and you know, the quarterback was always the most popular. He got to date the pretty girl. Yeah. Well, if you all of a sudden recruit those young men and make them feel special, show them that they're going to be at the forefront of our program. They are now going to be the leaders of what we do. We can get them. You can recruit them. You can go and beat those teams that nobody thinks you can. And all of a sudden, we've got a foundation that's very, very solid.
Well, thanks, Coach, for making us feel special and for spending some time with us. We appreciate it so much. Marcus and I will have much more from Arkansas and plenty more coming your way that you definitely want to check out.
See, we didn't have things like this when I was in school.
I know, man.
The young pups are lucky.
I know, it's luxury.
I really want to know what you guys feel like. You know, we in the media, we've been talking about the success that we think you guys going to have. What's the mentality around here right now?
There he is. That's it.
Those O-linemen they carry weight. It's not just the body weight. They carry a lot of street credit in that locker room, and then for me, that goes a long way.
All right, here we go.
Everybody in the offensive line group respect each other.
Naturally, we want to be the best. Each guy wants to be the best.
We just there for each other, on and off the field.
Stop overpaying for supplements at the store. Bodybuilding.com is your best source for protein, pre-workouts, and more, with hundreds of daily deals on top brands like Optimum, Muscle Farm, and Cellucor. Over 200,000 customer reviews, supplements you can't find anywhere else, award-winning customer service, and lightning-fast delivery. Plus, choose from over 20 free gifts at checkout. Shop in the next 7 days to get free shipping with the coupon code SHIPFREE. Bodybuilding.com. Build your best self.
Now we've got to teach y'all the most important call our Arkansans know everywhere. You can be in China, you can be in Russia, and all you got to do is make this call, and everybody knows you're from Arkansas. Okay, you got to get your hands out and your fingers ready. Are you ready? You go. Woo!
I can't drive my car right now because I let my insurance lapse. But my friend just told me that if I was insured by the General, they would reinstate me right away. He also says I can get an anonymous quote and buy my insurance online. Okay, I'll go do it right now.
Affordable car insurance with low payments, great discounts, and a choice of due date from the General. Get an anonymous online quote now. For a great low rate you can get online, go to the General and save some time.
Watch ESPN brings you all of your favorite ESPN networks, including the SEC Network and SEC Network Plus. The SEC Network is 24/7 coverage of the Southeastern Conference, including live events and studio shows. SEC Network Plus includes over 1,000 live SEC sporting events, only available digitally through Watch ESPN. Watch anytime, anywhere on your smartphone, tablet, computer, or TV. Download the app or visit WatchESPN.com.
We have a real high confidence level. Even though, we didn't really accomplish everything we wanted to last season, we knew how close we were. Looking back on that season, it gives us a lot of confidence going into this season.
It felt like we finally made it over the hill, made it over the hump, got that monkey off of our back.
It's always nice to have confidence but not be cocky, and I think we're on that line right now. We're really confident in what we can do and our abilities to play, and it all comes down to going out there and proving it.
What's up, SEC Network Nation? It's your boy Marcus Spears, my man Jermichael Winston, one of the ballers here. Now I'm a bit upset that we opening this show like this with the Boo Trophy because I'm an LSU guy. So tell me a little bit about what that meant last year to win that, man, because that catapulted y'all into some good things afterwards.
Yeah, winning this boot last year meant a whole lot. Even just to get 2 back-to-back shutouts on SEC teams, and that was big time. And we just that loss last year at LSU and Death Valley just fueled us to want to bring this home and sit it right here. As soon as we get off the elevator, we can recognize it.
Now I heard about this dope players lounge, so you want to take me on a tour right quick?
Yeah, I got you.
You young pups are lucky.
I know, this luxury.
So what's your area? What you dominate in? Because everybody, everybody like to compete in something. So what's your thing?
See, my area, you know what I'm saying? We can do it on the blitz, or we can do it on the pool table.
Oh, the pool table.
We can do it either way you want to do it.
Let me try to figure out how we can show off our pool skills right quick.
During camp, this is the house.
This the house, yeah.
You can sleep here, and you know what I'm saying, you can do whatever you want here, and I think this was just guys come out to class and you know what I'm saying, interact with each other.
What's the reaction you guys get? Like when y'all see these freshman recruits come in here, what's their reaction when they see something like this?
They smile a minute.
Yeah, like I am. Y'all have a theater room.
Yeah.
Show me that.
Show you that.
Because that's crazy. This how you do it.
This how we do it right here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm Marcus Spears, man, SEC Network.
We come in and get it in.
Just cruising, showing me this masterpiece that y'all have in here, man. This how you do it. This how they do it at Arkansas, folks. You know, lounging, relaxing, watching the Masters, waiting to get their workouts in later on. All right, man. Anything else you want to show me?
No, that's about it right now.
So I'm assuming that this is probably better than most of y'all apartments.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. This sofa more comfortable than most of our beds.
Best out of 5?
Yeah, best out of 5.
All right. I'll rebound. I ain't mean to do that. Hey. Dang! Took me 8 shots. I really want to know what you guys feel like. You know, we in the media, we've been talking about the success that we think you guys going to have. What's the mentality around here right now?
Ever since Coach B's got here, you know what I'm saying, he's always about that 1-0 mentality. Like, we never get too high, never get too low. We just like even keel, and we're going to do the same thing. Going to put us in the best situations.
What are some of your personal goals this year for yourself? I mean, it's a huge year. You looked at as one of the guys that's going to have to bring that productivity.
For me, myself, I just want to, you know what I'm saying, fill that void that those two left off and play my game and just, you know what I'm saying, all conference, all American. It'll come to me if I just play my game and do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying, do my job, and that'll all fall in place.
Yeah. Well, I mean this when I say this, even though I'm an LSU guy, man. Best of luck to you guys. Y'all stay healthy and ride this wave, man. It's a good one going right now.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Mike.
Thanks.
All right.
Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium is hopping today because practice is here, and of course, so much excitement is surrounding this program. We continue our football tour here. Marcus Spears, Laura Rutledge, and this excitement here today is palpable. The energy, you can feel it, the impact that Dan Enos is making, and just the excitement around the program. What's your takeaway from what we've seen from practice so far?
We were talking earlier about the number of people here for a practice, so you can tell that excitement level is heightened here at Arkansas, and we talked about how last year, how it ended, led the way to this right now. Guys are very competitive. The offensive and defensive line are getting after it. I'm just excited to see this Arkansas team square up in the fall.
Well, Bret Bielema loves the big guys. That's something he's always told us. They returned 4 starters on that O-line. It's got size, it's got experience. We caught up with some of these guys to see what they're saying about the upcoming season.
I love those guys up there, man. They're the reason. You know, of course, me and Alex work hard each and every day, and we have our abilities, but without those guys up front, it wouldn't be possible.
You know, that's where it all starts. The O-line, we can't get nothing done, and I always give them credit anytime I do something good. A 1 yard, 10 yards, a touchdown, I give them the credit because without them, I wouldn't get up passing on the scrimmage.
I think the best thing that we do is we all like to practice. The more reps we get at practice, you know, the better we're going to get.
I mean, it's a blessing just to have those guys just making your job easier. And just dominate every opponent that's in front of you.
There's a deep ball by Allen going for a touchdown, and it's called in.
I don't know if anybody caught it. I caught him on Precious Jewel last year, so we don't like him getting touched at all. We don't like any of our guys getting touched at all, but he you know, he's #1. So, and in our eyes, 14 is too many. You know, we want 0. We're trying to be perfect. Last season was good. We led the league, obviously, but, you know, we want to do even better this year.
I think Sebastian once called me his precious jewel, so I hope they like me. They do a good job protecting me, so I always let them know how much I appreciate them. And I think I've taken them to dinner a couple times just to show some appreciation, but it's a thankless job, and, you know, the things they go through is so tough, and they get no recognition for it. So, you know, any little thing I can do to keep them going is always helpful.
So, Marcus, this O-line is very versatile. These guys can play different positions, and because of that, Dan Enos is switching them around. How do you see that impacting what they're trying to do next season?
Effectiveness. You talk about guys' athletic ability, guards, you want big, stout guys that can move the line of scrimmage. Dan Skipper is going to be across the line of scrimmage from where he was, and I think it just gives them a better chance to operate how Dan wants to operate his offense, especially with Brandon becoming a better passer, and they want to put him in positions where he feels comfortable, and putting those guys in the right spots up front has a lot to do with that. Not only the run game, but in the passing game, which they emphasized this spring.
It all starts up front. You mentioned that run game. Of course, Alex Collins and Jonathan Williams, 2 1,000-yard rushers last season. They're looking to continue that 1-2 punch going forward. Jonathan Williams comes back for this senior year. He has a chance to really make an impact. What do you think he can do this season?
Well, he brings a confidence, first of all, that you have a guy in the backfield that can not only run, but protect the quarterback. They understand the system, and I would feel so comfortable as an offensive coordinator and a head coach to have not only 1 but 2,000-yard rushes. That productivity can't be replaced. They have 2 solid guys that'll be NFL draft picks, and I think going into this season, that's why I give them an edge. 9 starters returning. They're the dark horse in the SEC West right now.
High praise for Marcus Spears. We love to hear it, and of course, those 2 guys are so unselfish. They carry the ball and share it with each other. All right, we got plenty more coming your way from Arkansas, Fayetteville, and we're going to be here. We got to get Marcus talking about some defense, so stay tuned for that.
I actually want to go play.
Here are 2 towels. The only difference, the price. You wouldn't pay more for the same thing, so why would you for satellite TV? Dish offers the same channels, same shows, and same sports, all for less than DirecTV. Save $250 guaranteed. 1-800-CALL-DISH.
This is a national healthcare alert from the Health Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one suffers from knee pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, we've got great news. You could qualify for a pain-relieving knee brace at little or no cost to you. Get free delivery, and all the paperwork is handled by our accredited suppliers at no charge to you. If you're on Medicare and have knee pain, don't wait. You may qualify to immediately receive a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost. Friendly agents are standing by 24/7 to help you. Call the Health Hotline right now for details toll-free. Our friendly representatives are standing by now to take your call. We also have other pain-relieving braces available for shoulder, ankle, and your back. You may be eligible to receive these items and more at little or no cost to you as well. Call right now for details toll-free.
Operators are standing by. Call 800-308-6729. That's 800-308-6729. Again, 800-308-6729. That's 800-308-6729.
But you said this guy was the best. Oh, he's a horrible stylist. What? He's the best at paying claims fast.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Paid mine in just 1 day.
1 day?
Yeah.
Wow.
In just 1 day, we have proven pay. 1 day pay, only from Aflac.
Hi, Phil Swift here. This is FlexShot, the easy way to caulk, bond, and seal. Simply push the trigger to make quick repairs with pinpoint accuracy. FlexShot fills huge cracks and holes, making everything completely waterproof. And it's mildew resistant, perfect for kitchens and baths. FlexShot is a super strong adhesive that lasts up to 30 years. Water gushes out of this huge hole. But after it's sealed with FlexShot, there's absolutely no leaks. That's amazing! You can get FlexShot for just $19.99. Plus, we'll include this extension tube. But wait, we're going to double your order. That's 2 cans of FlexShot and send you a free handy can of Flex Seal. The easy way to stop leaks fast. You get it all for just $19.99. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-510-8306 or go to getflexshot.com. That's 1-800-510-8306. Order now.
This summer I plan to actually move out of my house for 2 weeks because my wife has decided to remodel our kitchen and our bedroom. So the willing husband I am, we are going to find someplace nice and relax for a couple weeks.
Go to the lake, hang out here in Fayetteville with friends, go fishing.
This summer I plan to spend a lot of time getting to know my new house that we just bought and moved into and unpacking boxes, but hopefully the boxes will be unpacked by then so we can enjoy our first family pool that we've ever owned.
Go find someplace warm with a big boat, try to catch the biggest sailfish or wahoo you can meal, and enjoy a little bit of fun time in R&R on the beach.
I like the pool better, you know, I like to sit on the side, get my little tan on.
Anywhere I can lay around on the beach and not do anything. That's my ultimate summer vacation.
I've never been to the beach, so I'm a pool guy, I guess.
Beach guy. Beach guy, but, you know, sometimes that sand goes places you don't like.
The Razorbacks returning 16 starters, a lot of excitement surrounding this program. Marcus Spears, Laura Rutledge, beautiful day, the wind's blowing through our hair, or at least my hair.
Oh,
I don't know about you, but...
Yeah, I lost mine in the wind.
Sorry about that. I know you want to talk defense, Marcus,
Yeah.
and watching this practice so far, it seems like the D-line could be a strength for this team.
Yeah, one thing I focused on when I watched them, Laura, was technique. And these guys are playing with their hands. They're playing with a low center of gravity. Jermichael Winston looks good. Bijan Jackson, who they're very high on, he looks great. And Tywan Johnson, I think the guys that staple this defense will be up front. The secondary and the linebackers will determine what the record will look like, because I feel if they can make more plays on the back end of this football team, create turnovers, give Brandon Allen short field position, they can be a devastating football team, because offensively we know who they are. And they ended the last year with 2 shutouts of SEC West opponents, and the Texas Bowl, they dominated UT in that. So I think these guys are in for something on defense, especially if these leaders step up.
I know a lot of people on the outside think that we're missing a lot, but I mean, the coaches emphasize that we need to focus on what we have over what we don't have. So, I mean, we just come out and practice every day.
Trey and Martrell are 2 very special players, and love them to death. God bless them, and they get a chance to go on and chase their dreams in the NFL. But what they did is they passed on a legacy, and that legacy does not die with their departure. They've now passed that on, and I've seen it come out of our guys a little bit this spring. See Brooks Ellis, who wanted to take Martrell's spot at will linebacker, and he's probably had the most impressive spring of our linebacker group. You see a guy like Trey Flowers leave, but he passes on that legacy to Jermichael Winston, Bijan Jackson, some younger players in our program that watched this guy work during his career and realized, you know, the progress and the rewards that he is getting now was based off of what he learned in his time here. So those things are very, very important to us.
I learned a lot from Trey Flowers and Darius Fallon. They were just leaders. They were relentless, and they brought energy to the table. So that's what I try to bring into practice. Just a lot of energy and being a leader.
I'm going to be a junior coming in this year, and you know, all that experience that I've had from playing my first 2 years, that's huge, and a lot of guys can build off of that, and I think that my leadership as a junior is going to be big for this defense. I think a lot of the guys can come together, and I'm not the most vocal guy, but you know, I can help, and there's a lot of guys on the defense that are vocal, and if we all come together and just help each other and be accountable to each other, then we'll be just like last year.
Well, like you said, we know what this Arkansas team can be offensively. What is the biggest key defensively to make them a more complete product?
Pressure. pressure on the quarterback, converting in pass rush, being able to recognize play action pass, being able to convert from a run frame of mind, moving into the pass. It gives everybody a clear picture on the back end. And I heard all the defensive coaches talk about that. We need these guys to be able to convert when it's passing downs. And if they can do that and get pressure on the quarterback, they're going to defend the run well. And they defend the run well by default because their offensive line is usually the best or one of the best in the SEC, and they practice against them every week. So they'll be stout against the run. I think they need to progress in kind of converting to that pass rush. If they do that, it's going to be scary.
Well, that's what we have for you here from Fayetteville. So much to be excited about for Arkansas fans as they look towards the 2015 season. And we continue our football tour all over the SEC.